This podcast is brought to you by Phase 5 Media. Phase 5 Media, your vision expertly brought to life.
Warning, warning, all personnel stand by. An unauthorized broadcast has breached the airwaves. Content classified, raw, unfiltered, uncompromising. This is Fire in the Hole. Brace for impact.
Yo, what's poppin', people? This is Phire Jones. This is Fire in the Hole. I am your host. And today we got Isreal Picaso. Let's get into it.
What's the word? Peace and love.
Hi, brother. I'm so glad to get a chance to sit down and talk to you. Let's get into it real quick. People compared you to Jay-Z early on. How did that affect your confidence in your style?
Man, it gave me a lot of confidence, being that Jay-Z is, at the top of the food chain. I never wanted to be Jay-Z, but like I said, they always compared our flow pattern, me being tall, me being a hooper, you know what I'm saying? They always used to say, like, damn, you remind me of Jay. Like, you tall, you walk like a ball player, you know what I'm saying? Your voice kind of low, so, it gave me some type of inspiration. But, I always had my own style, my own, way of thinking, you know what I'm saying? But that made me, it made me want to be a boss, though. I ain't going to lie to you. Put me on that boss mind frame.
Okay. Well, I'll just say, personally speaking, I can't see that because to me, you killed that, brother.
That's right.
What I've heard so far, it just had me like, damn. This brother right here, there's no way in the world they could say something like that. Because to me, you captivated everything that I pretty much in my era grew up with. And it's just the same of real music. So I just want to thank you for that.
Man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, bro. So let me ask you this. Where are you from?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, man. West St. Louis.
Okay, what's it like out there?
Man, dangerous. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. St. Louis ain't nothing safe, man. It's a lot of gangsters out here, a lot of drug dealing going on, a lot of killing going on, man. You gonna see everything, prostitution. You gonna see everything, man. High speed chases, man.
Okay.
I'm talking about anything you can think of for as like destruction, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm creating what I'm creating. To do something positive, give back to the people. With what I got going on my platform when I fell in love with hip hop.
All right. Damn, that's deep. Because the only thing I really personally I can say I know about the Lou is Cedric Entertainer, but that ain't saying too much. Yo, Mark, you want to step in?
Yeah, it's funny because like when you talk about St. Louis and like Fire, I didn't really have a lot of background in like St. Louis hip hop culture, right? So, obviously, New Yorkers, right? We knew New York. We knew, at the time, like I come from like old school, so I remember back in the '80s when California rap was coming up, and you had, World Class Wrecking Crew and Ice-T, Dr. Dre, all these cats, and then of course like the Southern cats were getting in, Miami cats were getting into it, Uncle Luke and all these cats out of Miami, and then the Southern rap. So, I wouldn't really think at the time like St. Louis, So that for me, it was kind of like a new rub to hear this. And like Fire said, I heard your track. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm like, this is bananas, right? The flow was vicious, and I agree with
ridiculous.
I agree with him, right? Like to compare you to Jay-Z, dude, you like way better. You're like way beyond.
Way better, homie. Like
Man,
that.
Right on. I'm better than Jay. Right on.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm being honest. Like,
right. Definitely more original.
Yes, very much so. Real quick, let me ask you this question. So you was 12 and your dad brought you to the studio?
Yeah, I was like 12 years old, man. My dad had a group called Still Mo G's, and they was recording a song. They was recording a record called "Ballin' Out of Control."
Oh,
and, I was in the studio, you know what I'm saying, just picking it up, and I just, decided to start. I said, damn, let me try this. I just started writing raps, and I was balling pieces, papers up, and throwing them away like, nah, this ain't tight. Then I ended up writing my first record. It was called Keep It to a Whisper. It was on the Kanye West beat. You know that Wait Till I Get My Money, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it started at.
Let me ask you this. Do you feel as though St. Louis artists have to grind twice as hard to get nation attention?
Yeah, I do. I feel like that because, you know, the East and the West Coast always had it. You know what I'm saying? Down South had it for a minute, still got it for real, sort of, kind of. But, yeah, we never really had our spot. You know, Nelly came and did his thing, Chingy now. But I feel like as a whole, St. Louis hasn't had, you know, our shine. But now, you know, we got Sexy Red. We got a few other artists coming out doing their thing. I feel like it's the time for the Midwest in general. But, yeah, St. Louis, I feel like, yeah, it's a time where we can shine now.
That's good. Glad to know that, brother. Because, I mean, no, honestly, thank you for saying that about Nelly, because I won't say I forgot about him, but I kind of did until you just kind of brought it. Because when I think of, you know, your area, Murphy, he comes into my mind. What's the brother's name?
Shout out Big Bro Murphy Lee.
Yeah. And, to me, homie was just ridiculously talented. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to hear more from him. But truly, you know, Nelly had his run, man. Have you got a chance to sit down with him?
No, man, I actually haven't. I've been trying to reach out to him. I'm actually in the middle of trying to put that together, man. My auntie, before she passed, she asked me to reach out to him, you know, because I'm related to him. Like my auntie, her name Robin McIntosh. My aunt named Robin McIntosh. Long story short, she's Nelly's uncle daughter.
Okay.
But I never ever spoke to him or nothing, never seen him or nothing like that. But my cousin, he, you know, be hanging with him and shit. But
all right.
In LA.
Okay. And jump back real quick to your whole platform. When I fell in love with hip hop. You started that with the COVID. Now that's what 2019.
Yeah, 2019. COVID hit, man. Everybody was stuck in the house, man. I went and got one of them little Ring camera things, and it was uphill from there. I did my first stream, and I was actually doing phone interviews first. You know what I'm saying? And then people started catching on to it. And then they was like, we want to see you on camera. So I set up the StreamYard, and it took off from there. Got an interview with Tupac's DJ King Assassin. Then I interviewed Benzino.
Oh, wow. King Assassin. Yeah. I haven't talked to that brother in a minute.
Yeah. Then it was up from there. It just, you know, then it took on, it kept, you know, rising. Then I end up clashing with BET. We're going to talk about that too.
All right. Well, we can get into it. Right, let's get into it.
Yeah. So look, all right. So I'm doing the shit. And look, let me shout out my man's Cal Dawson. I can't say Cal Dawson because Cal Dawson, he from Queens, New York. He was one of the Supreme Team members.
All right.
Yeah, long story short, I had a conversation with him on the phone, and he was like, go ahead. He gave me the idea, not the idea to come up with everything, but he gave me he was like, man, I think you should do it. Because I called him like, man, you think I should do this? He like, man, go for it. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I went for it. And long story short, everything started picking up. You know what I'm saying? People start catching on to it. I started getting more celebrities on the show, and then I interviewed somebody. I guess I don't know if she worked for BET or she was doing something with BET, and she ended up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if she went to BET, but long story short, I'm chilling. This after a day of work, somebody sent me something like, check this out. And then 2023, this 2023 BET Awards. They got a segment on there. It's called When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. So boom. That's where it took off. That's when it started. So I hit BET up. I talked to him, let him know who I was. I'm When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. All of this, what's going on. My lawyer talked to them. Then they responded. My lawyer told me stop talking to them. My lawyer ended up talking to Paramount because it was BET sent us to Paramount because Paramount owned BET, and then it was a whole little thing with that, and then they settled out. Yeah, it was a whole lot behind. I still can't talk about all of it because we still trying to do something behind that. But yeah, BET know me. When y'all see me, BET, this is me. This is my face. When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop. Shelly Jones, she know me. I forgot the other guy name from BET that I talked to. Right. But yeah, they know me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt, bro.
Yeah, they didn't want to give me no money though. but they wanted to hide their face. They threw a rock and hid their face, like, oh, we're not gonna do that no more. Yeah, we know you're not gonna do that no more, but
Yeah.
what, like, it's just backdoor shit.
Oh, yes. True indeed. I do understand that. Believe me. So let me ask you this real quick. You've been interviewed a lot of names. What's one of the interviews that surprised you the most?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, MC Shan surprised me. Because he just popped up on my live.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that was a crazy interview. He a live wire.
Oh man, yeah. Okay.
And then who other? The Haven. The Haven was a great interview. I love
Get
it.
out of here.
Yeah,
All right.
you know who The Haven is, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so he the one that put Jay-Z on. So and he said the same thing. He said I remind him of Hov too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like and then that's another thing. I talked to a couple, because I got a mixtape called A Letter to Hov out, just because keep comparing us and shit. So I'm like, damn, I'm gonna do this mixtape one time. But back to that, The Haven, man. We talked about, how he brought Jay-Z up. You know what I'm saying? How he put Jay-Z in position to do whatever he did. You know what I'm saying? It's a good interview. Yeah, go check out the interview. It's on my YouTube, When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop, man. Just type in When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop, The Haven. It'll pop right up.
No doubt. Mark, you want to jump in and say something?
Yeah, no, I was actually, it just the name When I Fell in Love with Hip Hop, right? That name struck a chord just because I think for a lot of us, we can all think of like that moment, like when when hip hop like kind of like it sparked something within us. Like we heard that one song, we saw that one video, right? And then something within us clicked, and it was like you just knew that this was what you were going to be about, right? I would probably say, was there anything in particular, like was there a specific song or something that happened in your life that you were just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever heard?
Man, in my life, because I'm gonna ask you when you fell in love with hip hop, because that's my question I asked. So I'm gonna answer your question to my question. I fell in love with hip hop hearing Tupac Shakur.
Oh, no doubt.
Tupac Shakur, man. That's when I fell in love with hip hop, man. I just like, damn,
that's my dude right there.
Yeah. He was coming from the gutter. He ain't had nothing. He grew up in the struggle, in the slums. You know what I'm saying? Like, his mom's was all he had for real. So it's like, damn, I'm hearing that, knowing a lot of us go through the same struggles. And I'm like, damn, man, he's talking about this shit. And then and then not only that, he was like standing up for the black people, for the culture, like letting them know,
he was.
Hey, fuck that. Hey, we gonna ride and we gonna keep our head up and, stay strong no matter what. So it's like I took to that,
True that.
It's a trip because I was thinking about that, like, I'm old schooler, right? So I remember like when I was little, like groups like Sugar Hill Gang and all that, like when they were coming up, and Grandmaster Flash and Furious 5, they were like trendsetters, right? They all came from like the Cool Herc era, like in the Bronx hip hop and everything, right? And then of course you got the KRS-One and all these. So I was always knee deep into it. I think there was one song that really took me over the top in hip hop, and you would probably think with me it would be like something Rakim wrote and something like that, and it wasn't. Rakim was like, to me, Rakim was like the ultimate. But the one song that took me over the top was when Public Enemy dropped "Rebel Without a Pause."
Oh, shit.
Because Chuck D came out and he sounded like no other rapper on the block, right? He had that when he first came out, and that opening, man, when he went, yes, the rhythm, the rebel, that type of thing. And they were doing that.
It just made you, it was a live vibration, man.
Yeah, it just made you like want to get up and pump your fists, right? And like their music like made you proud, like that's what it was about. And it was all of a sudden this message was coming through, and I couldn't ignore it, right? And so for me, it was definitely Rebel Without a Pause.
Yeah. Okay.
I know Fire's gonna say that. Who was it?
Nah, nothing on that, man. Yeah, I was just gonna ask. When you first started rapping, what was your biggest weakness?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. I caught on pretty quick.
All right.
I'm gonna keep it 100, man. I don't even think I had a weakness, man, because man, I caught on so quick, and then I was freestyling a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was
okay.
that's what really kept me up. When you start freestyling, because putting them words together, you practicing how to put them syllables together. So that really made me, be a great artist. I ain't gonna lie to you. At a young age, it was like I ain't had no weakness. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't trying to be, I ain't trying to boast or nothing. It was like it was meant to be.
Right. No, I hear you. Okay.
That's a crazy thought, man, because you got rappers that are good writers. And then you got guys that can just come off the top and freestyle.
Yeah. See, I can freestyle and I can write. See, look, I was writing, right? And then I stopped writing. I stopped writing. When I started doing this A Letter to Hove, I stopped writing. The mixtape, I'm gonna send you some of the mix. I don't know if I send Phire some of the mixtape. That's when I stopped writing, though. I start writing in my head. Because I'm like, damn, if Jay-Z can do this shit, I can do this shit. Ain't no difference. You know what I'm saying? We came from the same God. So it's like, and then I picked up and I started doing it. So now I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't write no more. Like, I write in my head.
So wait, I got a question. That brings up a question, right? Because I knew this one cat back in the day. Like, I used to do a lot of production, right? And he could freestyle like crazy. He never wrote, right? But what he would have to do is after he would hit the mic and like hit all his verses, right?
Yeah.
He'd do his bars, and then he would have to go back and listen to what we recorded and write it down to remember.
Yeah, see, that's different. That's when you freestyling, though. That's not the same thing as me writing it in my head, though. When I write it in my head, I'm getting it down packed. You know what I'm saying? I'm going over it. Yeah.
On the performance and just not even have to write it down, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I ain't freestyling. You know what I'm saying? That's different. If I freestyle some shit, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and listen to it and be like, damn, what I just say, and have to, you know what I'm saying? But I'm literally writing this shit in my head. I'm sitting down, listening to the beat, and going back. You know what I'm saying? Meditation, frequency music that help you. All of that.
True that, brother. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, man. See, that's what I'm saying. So. Coming up, who was like kind of the people that you was kind of around that kind of influenced you with this?
For us the music and shit, like I said, my pop and shit, and then my cousin them was doing that shit. They had, they little music group and shit. What was that? Block of Boys. You know what I'm saying? They was out of West St. Louis. They was doing their thing. Just seeing, different motherfuckers come up. That ain't even made it worldwide. Like Pretty Willie, he was from Berkeley out in St. Louis in the county and shit. He was doing his thing. It's a few people that was doing their thing that was just everybody was hearing, like, and it inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, and even out there, even it was motherfuckers that wasn't even in St. Louis that was inspired. Jay-Z was one of them. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z, Fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Jada Kiss. You know what I'm saying? It just Cassidy, motherfuckers who actually was spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? Right. A lot of motherfuckers from Philly, them Philly niggas, they known for that.
Yeah, they are. True that, bro. Let me see, brother. So Mark, was there another one you want to ask him?
No, I was just trying to think because going back to St. Louis, I was trying to think of all the cats that came up out of St. Louis. The only one I remember, I wasn't a huge fan, but I remember Chingy was up at the time.
Chingy, I like the way you do that right there. Yeah, Chingy. Shout out my boy Chingy. Chingy.
Yeah, that was his. I used to like it, right? I wasn't like a huge fan.
Nah, bro, I wasn't a fan of that one. I like the one he did with Jason Weaver.
One Call Away.
Yeah, that was the joint, though.
Yeah, that was the joint. Yeah.
That was the joint right there. Oh, no, go ahead, Mark. I didn't even cut you off, man.
We had Chingy. We had Chingy. I don't know if you know who Baby Huey is. He had that record, Pop, Lock, and Drop It.
Yep.
Yep. Then we had Jibbs. He had a record, Do Your Chain Hang Low, Do It Wobble to the Flow. I don't know if you remember that. We had a few motherfuckers coming out the city. But right now, man, it's a lot of youngins trying to come up and do this rap shit, but they just keep getting murdered. You know what I'm saying? Because they really they ain't rapping. It ain't like they making music. They making rap music that's talking about the other side. So it's like when they hear that, they gonna respond, and then it's gonna be some. You know what I'm saying? Like a little nigga just lost his life. His name Jet 5 or something like that. He about 15, 16 years old. He just got killed a few days ago. You hear me?
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and he ain't even get a chance to see his career blossom like he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But that's what we going through, and that's not just in St. Louis. That's all over the. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the narrative that they paint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the, you know. But shit.
See, I was about to.
Shit back.
I was about to lead into what you're going. I was about to say, do you think social media helps artists or damage the culture?
Man, I could say both. It just depends on how it's used. But right now, I feel like it is sort of kind of damaging. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But if you use it in the right way, you know what I'm saying, it can help. You know what I'm saying? But right now, it's just like that's all they seeing. Like they, you know, as soon as a motherfucker do a crime, they'll tell you they did the crime. They'll pick up their phone and show you. They'll be probably on the murder scene crime and trying to go viral and show you they did it.
That is true. That is true.
No, for real. This the world we living in.
Yeah. Damn. You see, now the other part I was going to ask you, do you think hip hop has lost anything since that era of Tupac and Nelly?
Man, yeah, I feel like hip hop lost a lot, especially when they lost Tupac. Shit, the whole game changed when Tupac died. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like even though Jay doing this thing, it was like when Tupac was here, it was a different kind of energy in hip hop, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I feel like that hip hop can still be, you know what I'm saying? It can still be revived. You know what I'm saying? It just take motherfuckers to lead by example. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm putting out these records I'm putting out. You know what I'm saying? So I can show them like, damn, somebody still out here doing this hip hop shit and genuine with it. You know what I'm saying? And really, you know, spitting that shit that's real.
Got you. Yeah, I mean, you definitely are. And I forgot the gentleman that's on the song with you that I just recently heard.
Yeah, his name Killer Threat. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that, man. You brothers definitely doing your thing on that song, man.
Man, I appreciate it. Man.
Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Have you ever met someone you looked up to and left disappointed?
Man, have I ever met somebody I looked up to and left disappointed? No, I ain't gonna say I left disappointed. I met somebody who I feel like was a influence for us, like with what I'm doing. Gene Deal, you know who Gene Deal is?
Yeah, brother. Yeah.
Okay, I brought Gene Deal to St. Louis. He, you know, even though he from St. Louis, he stay in New Jersey or New York or somewhere out there, right? He stay on the East Coast.
Yeah,
Long
he does.
Story short, I brought him out for one of my first, when I fell in love with hip hop events. I brought him, and I brought Mel Love. He the guy that gave Notorious B.I.G. his name. I brought him to St. Louis. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
But the event, we did the event. And this was my first event. I didn't plan it the right way, and it didn't happen. You know, motherfucker showed up, but it didn't sell out how I wanted it to. So it was like it was a disappointment. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I got a chance to learn some more shit. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and he came and talked to the crowd, the people who was there, and they seen this shit live and direct about what really happened to Biggie. What really happened? All the shit he talking about on the internet, he was saying that shit live in the live Q&A in St. Louis. In West St. Louis, it was at a place called Legacy Bar and Grill.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was dope.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, Gene seemed like the real deal. So, I can imagine. Yeah, that might have been.
He's solid.
Yeah, he's solid, man. I never got a chance to meet him, but and crossing the paths and so on, I seen him. But we never got a chance to say what's up to each other.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: who turned out to be even cooler than you expected?
Who turned out to be even cooler? Oh, Yukmouth. I gotta tell you this: Yukmouth from the Loonies, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That's my guy, man. Then look, I got him coming on the show May 20th. Y'all tune in for that. May 20th. We got Yukmouth. I
met Yuck, man. At the Gavin convention some years back, and he is a cool dude. He's solid. He's solid. So look,
yeah. I met I'm on the phone with my partner from his name's Syke. He from Rap A Lot Records. He used to be with Rap A Lot with Jay Prince and him. Long story short, we on the phone, and he like shit. Hold on, I got Yukmouth on the line. You know what I'm saying? I'm like shit. Put him on. He put him on the phone and shit. And then shit, you know, he introduced me. He like, yeah, this is my partner from St. Louis. This is Isreal Picaso. We chopping it up and shit. And I'm hearing Yukmouth say he on tour and, you know, that he going to be in St. Louis. I'm not knowing but at this time, I'm working at this hotel in this place called Central West End. It's the Holiday Inn. I'm working at this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing on the phone, he's saying he going to be in St. Louis. So I go to work the next day. I'm working an overnight shift. These little chicks come in, ask to use the bathroom. I couldn't let them use the bathroom. Manager like, don't let nobody use the bathroom unless they got, you know, go to their room or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So she come in asking me to use the bathroom. I'm like, I can't do it. She was like, well, where you go to use the bathroom? I want to go where you go to use the bathroom. I'm like, I can't let you go there either. So she trying to downplay me though. She like, look, she trying to downplay me like I'm a small fry. Like you don't know who I am. You don't know who I'm with. I'm here with the loonies. I'm here with Yukmouth and them. I'm like, so what? So look, Yukmouth, look, this the crazy shit though. Yukmouth come in, walk in the hotel, him and Khujo fly, walk in the hotel.
Yes. Yeah.
And soon as Yukmouth finna walk past me to go to his room, I said, hey, Yuck, this is Isreal Picaso. I was just on the line with you. He said, you know how he be saying, yada da.
Yeah.
He shook my hand and shit. And then old Gad and them like, it's a small word. I'm like, I try to tell you, you don't know who I know. Why you try to make me like I'm small fry? You hear me?
Right.
You don't know who I know. But she was surprised. She like, damn, this nigga straight know it. Yeah, and then look, the whole night, Yukmouth and them coming down, you know, smoking weed with me and shit, you know. I'm on the clock. I wasn't even supposed to be, you hear me? Yeah, man. Shout out my boy Yukmouth, man.
Shout out to Yukmouth, man.
I still can't use the bathroom.
Straight up. Yeah, that shit was crazy, man. Shout out Yukmouth.
Yeah, man. That's a good dude, man. Like I said, years go back. I met him at the Gavin convention. Man, he met him in the lobby and I was like, yo, he was like, yada. I was like, whoa, sorry. I gave him a dap. And then I turned around and I ran into Rapping Forte. He just came home.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, snap. And I was just like, you know, chopping it up with them. But he mad cool, man.
Yeah, shout out to Bay Area. We, you know, I just interviewed Sugar T the other day.
Stop playing. Yeah?
Yeah.
Man, okay. Damn, that's tight. I'm about to check that out.
Interview. Yeah.
So I'm asking you this: do you feel as though it was like harder to get on back then, and then like it is now, and to stay more relevant?
I feel like back then it was harder, and you had to work harder because you ain't had no social media. They was out there selling CDs and shit, doing that shit. You going state to state, touring and doing all that shit without no cameras that you couldn't stream and do that shit. So it's like, it was harder then. I feel like, but now it's like, you know, you got the what they call the beast. You know, the social media, the camera. You got everybody want to get on the camera. The camera, once you get on that camera, anything can happen. You know, motherfucker can see that video and then blow up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's way easier now, in my perspective.
I mean, do you think it's harder to stay relevant, though?
Yeah, because, you know, motherfuckers got a shorter attention span now. So it's like, they going to move on to the next thing. If you ain't staying consistent with what they want to hear, what they want to do, they going to move to the next.
Yes, this is true, man. This is true. I mean, so pretty much, how do you balance being both artist and media personality? Man,
you know what? I just started trying to balance that out because everybody was knowing me for when I fell in love with hip hop because I took that and just ran with it. You know, I'm going on my fourth year. This is my 4th year anniversary in September.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it. But it's like, now it's like, damn, I really need to focus on this craft now. So it's like, you know, people seeing the videos and everything, but they don't know that I really had to lock back in. You know what I'm saying? I really, you know, even though I was, you know, the mixtape done and all of that shit, I really wasn't focused on that side of my craft. You know what I'm saying? I was doing the podcast shit. So it's like, now I'm focused and it's time to, you know, let the world hear what they want to hear. And you know what I'm saying? This new hip hop shit coming from St. Louis. I feel like this something that the world need to hear. Like, it's different. You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people don't sound like how I sound in St. Louis. Like, you ain't gonna hear nobody else coming out of St. Louis sounding like me. Not trying to boast either. Not trying to boast. I'm just saying. No. Yeah.
Now, you being honest though. Honestly, when I'm telling you this song I heard, I mean, seriously, you don't have that sound. So it was definitely like, oh shit, like this dude right here, like he's on a whole nother level, man. Like it's definitely, it was definitely pleasing to the ear, first of all. And then the wordplay was just, you know, I mean, it was immaculate, bro. So I just definitely, it was all together, man. Like the way you definitely came with it. So yeah, your sound is definitely a whole different sound. So I have to definitely, yeah, I'm with you on that.
For sure. Now, hey, Phire, what part of Jersey you from?
Originally, brother, I'm originally from Westwood, New Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's North Jersey.
I was born in New Jersey though. That's why I'm asking.
Stop playing with part.
Yeah, my old dude was in the military and shit. So
okay.
I was born out there on the military base out in Long Branch, New Jersey.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Dix, right?
You said what?
Fort Dix, right?
I'm not sure. I don't want to tell no stories, but I just know, I was out there, born out there. And shit. Yeah.
If it was out there, it had to be like Fort Dix, I believe, Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, you put your mic, Mark. Turn your mic up.
Oh no, we're good. No, that was I actually had to look it up because I was curious. So that one would have been looks like it's a Fort Monmouth. The reason why I asked,
Monmouth County.
Yeah, Monmouth.
Oh, stop playing.
Yeah, Monmouth County. Yep. You right.
Oh,
you right.
Monmouth County. That's where Netflix is building right now. That old Army base. That's where they took that Army. Yeah, that's where Netflix is coming.
Damn, that's probably where I was born at. Shit.
Yeah, that's what they doing it right there. Netflix is building the whole complex. They took the Army base and they're building what do you call it, apartments, and they're gonna have it so artists and everybody shooting film and so on is gonna be able to stay around it right there, the locations and so on. So it might be like a luxury apartments and so on, but it's gonna be they taking that whole thing right there. So what that does for Monmouth is gonna build up Monmouth, and it's gonna be Jersey's gonna be like the new Hollywood, pretty much.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's a big location too.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah,
man. I gotta come see Jersey, man. I went out there to New York. I had a show in Jefferson Projects out there. When G Depp came home from prison, we had welcomed him home. I had performed on the 3rd annual Black Rob Day.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, so this was my
first. Rest in peace, Black Rob, man.
Rest in peace, Black Rob, man.
That was a good dude,
there.
Man.
Yeah, this was my first time coming to New York City. I was in Harlem, New York. I got to meet G Depp, perform with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The whole projects was out, basketball, food, motherfuckers just chilling, relaxing, having a good time, man. Like, this was my first time in New York City. It was kind of crazy.
Oh, no doubt. And peace out to G Depp, bro.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to my man G Depp.
Yeah, man. Hey, Mark, you want to say something?
No. I was actually just vibing off of what you told me because, I'm a New Yorker, right? Wasn't born there, but I spent the majority of my adult life there. And I was thinking about all the crazy stuff we used to do, and you talking about like the barbecues and stuff like that. I used to be around, around the Wrangles, at the time when you had like the N1 games and all that stuff going down.
The N1, that was my shit.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. So I'm listening to you. I'm like, man, it's like bringing back memories and vibing to it. So that's pretty nice, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Jersey bred. You know what I'm saying? I spent time out in New York, all over New York, from Long Island to Staten Island. I've been running around. I've been all over.
I got some people out there in Long Island.
Yeah. So, shoot. Yeah, but I'm Jersey, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all love. Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to come see Jersey though, man.
Yeah,
I was born out there. I just ain't never seen. I don't know even know what it looked like, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, bro. You just gotta come at the right time.
Right.
Let me ask you this real quick. Do interviews and conversations inspire your music creativity?
It does, man. It expands my conversation, because when you rapping, you just talking to the beat.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So it does. And it helped me express myself more with this hip hop shit because I'm learning more hip hop stories. You know what I'm saying? And that's what when I rap, I want to tell stories. If you listen to that song, man, it's really me telling the story, man. When I say slept on the park bench, same clothes, man. So we just so crack, so blow, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really what you got, it's what you know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's real. It's real. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing that's just, I'm just making something up to make it sound good. I'm telling you something real, and I'm telling you a real story.
Nah, that's what tapped. That's what tapped with me, man. I was like, damn. The minute you started, man, I was like, damn, okay. It was refreshing. Like I said, I don't know, bro. Like the era where I come from, and how when I was a kid listening, also coming up listening. I mean, the first joint that really kind of put it to my ear that this is it right here. It was Melly Mel. Saying the message. So when I heard him in that, I was just like, hold up, what did he just say right there? And it just stuck with me, And I remember as a little kid, man, going to school, reciting it. And I was just in class reciting it. And I was like, you know what? Yo, if you could do that, I could do that. And I was just like, and I just kept on going with that. And then as the years went on, and when I heard other brothers, come to the platform, man, Khujo rap, that brother, man, that just set my whole everything to a whole nother mind frame. And then when Rakim came into play for me, I was like, oh, what is this? Hold up. And then KRS-One. So I was just like, the era that I had, and then as Mark was saying, Pity Pat, saying Public Enemy, it just had me more with the chest sticking out. Like,
Paris.
The knowledge was there. It was just like in Paris. Like, yeah, bro, that dude Paris, like he's very underrated. You know what I'm saying? Shit, that dude is ridiculous. But, I started just listening to more, entwining with that. So, when it came to music, it was more about the realism of situations. It wasn't about that fantasy island shit. So I couldn't really tap into some of the shit that these dudes was talking because I know they really wasn't living it. So I can't really rock with them. But when I heard Pac, but what's crazy with Pac too. See, what's funny is like what got me with Pac was they got me trapped. When I heard him do that,
man, that shit was crazy. That
right there, that right there had me like, all right, who is this dude? That right there just had me in a whole nother frame of mind, and I was running.
Blew up on this society. Damn, when they can't keep a black man down.
Man down. So yeah, man. So when I heard that, I was like, all right, that's when I started thinking and putting pen to the images I had in my head with words and so on and wordplays. And I was just like, okay, man, like this, something, I could do, whatever. But the thing on it is it's all about being genuine to the craft, you know what I'm saying? And being a realism to it. And then, once you start getting into the industry, you start realizing that these dudes don't even write their own shit.
They don't even realize it.
And they got a team of dudes writing for them.
Right. So they can't be you. It's a character. That's all it is.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yo, that's so crazy to even put it that way too. Because I was thinking about when you guys were talking about that stuff, like in hip hop, like you had the cats who was talking about real life, like Phire said, when Grandmaster Flash dropped a message, right? Pac, all these cats who was talking about like real life, what's going on in their world, right? And then you had the storytellers, people that was just being entertaining. You had people like Dougie Fresh, Slick Rick, all these cats that they were out there trying to keep the party going. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Biz Markie. Like I can't forget my brother Biz Markie.
Yeah, this is a perfect example. They wanted to keep the party going, so they weren't really trying to rap about like real life. They were just trying to rap about like spit bars on just entertaining stuff. So like when you separate those two, and then you got people that are just repeating an anthem over and over again, and they're basically like the cheerleader at a party. They're not really saying anything of substance. They're not telling a story. They're not talking about real life. They're just repeating the anthem and getting people pumping their fists to the same hook over and over again. And ain't nothing wrong with that. If you're in a club and stuff like that, but it's not everybody's. It's not what everybody like comes to hip hop for. So there's different things.
Oh, you know what? I lied. I just realized I lied. I take that back. What really sparked the whole frame of besides Pac, but before Pac, it was Master Ace. It was that album Music Man. When I heard that, I was fucking blown away when I realized that he was just in tune like that, and I was just like, damn, who's this brother? So it has to be Master Ace, man. Like, man, music, man, that whole album was just ridiculous to me. But like I say, where I come from, you know what I'm saying, it's a different of thinking. Once again, he was a dude that came with pretty much the realism with a storyline with some fun to it. It had you thinking at the same point. And I just think that, he was also one of the guys that definitely don't get the recognition that he should get, Master Ace. And I can't forget, Big Daddy Kane, obviously. Without Kane, come on, man. But
Kane's flow was ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, so, come on, you can't forget him. And then
still nice. And still nice to this day.
Yeah. Come on, and like Grand Pooba, that's my man right there, yo. Like,
without a doubt.
I put him on right now and rock him out. Like, that's my dude, man. So, but that's where I come from, with dudes that came with something. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard you, I was like, yeah, like it seems like we might have a chance of bringing this back.
Her like actual bars,
Yeah, man.
Same thing. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I need to have this on blast in the car.
I was like, man. So, let me ask you this: has success changed the people around you?
Nah, man, I ain't got to that level. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I ain't got to that level, man. And then I don't want nobody around me that's gonna change because I'm successful. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna change because I'm successful, why would I even? I think the people around me, I think we good. I don't think I don't got them type of people around me.
Well, that's good to know, brother. Yeah. Because all the stories, you hear that's going on in the industry. Jesus, man. Behind closed doors, things,
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah, it's, having a small circle.
Is it a way y'all can play one of these records off this mixtape?
Normally I queue it up ahead of time, but what I'll do is I'll go ahead, I'll throw it on for the listeners. So you let me know what track you want.
Just go to you can find it on YouTube. You can pull it up. Just type in Isreal Picaso. I'm feeling it 2.0. It should pop right up.
Well, while he's doing that, we can keep talking.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, bet. So let me ask you this: do you ever think about quitting?
Nah, man, I feel like I want to do this forever. I feel like it's just inside of me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like God created this shit for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was born to do this shit, man. I don't want to stop until, till God say, it's done. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I ain't laid my mark yet. You know what I'm saying? So I want to, until I feel like, my name is stamped where they can, like in the walls of Egypt. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling that, bro. Yeah, that's tight right there. I like that. Yeah. That's tight. Oh, but I'm gonna piggy back to what I was saying. I said you got to keep the circle small, because in this industry, man, it's it could be the dude that you would never even think. It'd be the one that that gets you out here, man.
What you feeling, Mark? You got that?
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to throw it in later, so I can't drop it in the live because I wasn't set up to do it.
All right.
So I'll drop it in the listeners. So right in this spot right here. But drop it. All right.
I just want to make sure you got it though.
I got it already, man. I move quick.
All right.
Yeah, Mark got it. All right.
Yeah. So if you want, like, I'm gonna let the people know we're gonna drop your track in right here. This is I'm Feeling It 2.0, Isreal Picasso, and we're gonna let you guys get a listen.
Yeah, a letter to Hove, dropping this summer.
Oh, snap. Okay. So, and we'll let people know too, when you hear it, make sure you jump to the website, drop in the comments, let us know what you think. You can go to Phire Podcast at gmail.com, and you can let us know what you think about I'm Feeling It 2.0. But we're going to let you guys get on with the interview right now. And then, like I said, I'll drop this in post so everybody can check it out.
All right. Appreciate it.
All right. So, let me see, bro. Let me think. Is there anything you want to ask me?
Man, how long you been doing this shit?
Oh, bruh. Let me see. It's been, whew. Yeah, I want to say eons, but I ain't trying to be funny. But it's been a minute, man. I've been doing this industry jab, as they call it. Let me see. I started working doing street promotion for different labels, man. Before that, I was running around with a few dudes in the industry, but I started getting my feet wet by doing it that way. I was doing that. I went to school in New York, matter of fact. I was at in the Village Institute of Audio Research. And while I was doing that, I was also working at the labels. So I was doing street promotion for Loud Records, Tommy Boy Records, Priority Records, and when I had a chance, this is how long ago this was. Palladium was still out. So I would go to the Palladium and put out the stickers and the posters and all that and flag them up. And I was out there doing that. Yeah, bro. I was on the street team like hard with that. Yeah. Then it really started changing things up, man, until I started doing something with Tommy Boy Records, and that was with Chris Atlas. And he kind of came out the pocket with that and helped me with that one. But before that, I was over there at Loud Records with Akio Tucker. I was in the whole thing with what's that group, man? Man, it just slipped my mind. But anyway, I kind of helped this group get kind of a deal with them, whatever. And they had, I think, like 2 album deal with them, whatever. But I was doing that over there with them. And then I ended up graduating from school. And then I ended up started getting more into the music. And I started working with this artist, Paul Lipsy. And we started really getting deep with that. And I started putting some stuff out. And I made a mixtape, and DJ started playing some songs from it. And then I was like, maybe I'll keep doing this little buzz thing going with it. And that kind of grew. Then I started working with the Refugee All-Stars, and I was working with Mark Richardson and James Azar. And that's when I started traveling, and I started going to the different conventions and started meeting other individuals. Like I said, I met Yaki at the cabin convention, and and I was just bouncing around doing that, just kind of absorbing. I was hanging with Poison Pen. We were doing that, and that's how I met him. Through the whole street promotion. And then that's when I was with Priority Records and Duck Downs doing stuff with them. And that's how with James Azar and Chris, and them. So I was over there with them.
Bleed, man. You said something about Priority. I think Young Bleed. Yeah, man, rest up Young Bleed. I think he was on Priority.
Yeah, I believe he was. Don't get me lying though, but I think he was.
Yeah,
but yeah, so I was doing that. And then I floated down south, and I linked up with my little brother, Tommy Bishop, and we started SU. And then a few songs we did ended up on the radio out there, like the Battle of the Beats, and it was getting some rec. And then I ended up coming back up Jersey, and he's from Philly, and he ended up coming back to Philly. And we ended up doing a few other songs, and started bouncing around with him. And then I just started getting back into the whole workflow of the 9 to 5. And then I started, jump back into the music, and I came out with this one joint, Mind State, and Mind State is on the show called Trezon. That's on it's on Tubi and Amazon Prime. So yeah, it's on the first episode. My song is the starter. So as soon as it starts off, you hear my song coming in.
That's what's up.
Thanks, bro.
All right, so we're gonna try to give this a play here. I'm feeling it 2.0. So we're gonna see what we got. All right, and we'll give it a play and see what we got.
Get it, yeah. I let it a hole dropping this summer. Y'all tap in, man. When I fell in love with hip hop, Isreal Picaso.
Yeah, Isreal Picaso. St. Louis JC, the mixtape. What's up, Hov? What's up, Marcy Projects? What up, Brooklyn? Brooklyn to St. Louis, the page there. Yeah, I'm feeling it. These little niggas in St. Louis, they be killing shit. All day, broad day, up on the illest shit. Cocaine up in my nails, drug dealer shit. BMW finally made it to the dealership. All blue, white seats up on the Finney trip. On the dub, getting some dormant, trying to make a flip. In the county, making some ends, serving out the whip. Jenner Station right on West Florida in that Chucky crib. Young niggas, they starving now. When they arrive, you quit. And you know what it is. Shit, I'm feeling it. These bad bitches out of town, come and get this dick. And when I put it in, shorty say she feeling it. She held me up when we down, now we willing it. Dope fiends on Kenneth Place, got me annoyed as shit. Gunshots let off a switch, now you feeling it. Israel, king of St. Louis, now I'm feeling it. Yeah.
What? This is tight.
Yeah. I'm feeling it. Podcast, interviews, yeah, that's some different shit. BT, Paramount, and now we in the mix. Family turning to foes, have you noticed it? Always watching my pockets, I ain't feeling it. They call me the competition, I be killing shit. You know Corey from up the block and his big brother Chris. You know Aaron and Puglow from Sierra Vista. Plenty fights and smoking weed in the building with you. Tell Shora though Cam gone, yeah, he still with you. I'm writing verses only true, sorta like a scripture. Illuminati want my body, so it's sacrificial. You know I shoot first, Calvin died with his pistol. Laugh now and cry later when we come and get you. St. Louis, the Marcy Projects, we riding with you. Tell Hov, Fit Rock Nation, man, he can't forget you. St. Louis, we making moves, issue.
Yeah, that's the fuck I'm talking about. That's the fuck I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's the fuck I'm talking about.
I'm feeling it.
That's the fuck I'm talking
St.
about.
Louis JC, the mixtape.
That's the fuck I'm talking about. That's the fuck I'm talking about. Yo, play that shit again, bro.
Hey, it was one more verse.
Yo, bring that back.
Yeah, I was about to get at that. Just to let everybody know, we drop faded out, but it's actually longer than that. It's actually three verses on this track, right? Four verses. Yeah, so I go back. Yeah, so we go back.
Play that back, bro.
We're gonna give it the full play.
Play that back, bro. Play that back, bro. Play that.
All right, here we go.
Play that back. Yo, this shit is what? What?
Yeah. Isreal Picaso. St. Louis JC, the mixtape. What's up, Hov? What's up, Marcy Projects? What up, Brooklyn to St. Louis, the Pagedale. Yeah, I'm feeling it. These little niggas in St. Louis, they be killing shit. All day, broad day, up on the illest shit. Cocaine up in my nails, drug dealer shit. BMW finally made it to the dealership. All blue, white seats up on the Finney trip. On the dub, getting some dormant, trying to make a flip. In the county, making some ends, serving out the whip. Jenner Station right on West Florida in that Chucky crib. Young niggas, they starving now. When they arrive, you quit. And you know what it is. Shit, I'm feeling it. These bad bitches out of town, come and get this dick. And when I put it in, shorty say she feeling it. She held me up when we down, now we willing it. Dope fiends on Kenneth Place, got me annoyed as shit. Gunshots let off a switch, now you feeling it. Israel, king of St. Louis, now I'm feeling it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm feeling it. Podcast, interviews, yeah, that's some different shit. BT, Paramount, and now we in the mix. Family turning to foes, have you noticed it? Always watching my pockets, I ain't feeling it. They call me the competition, I be killing shit. You know Corey from up the block and his big brother Chris. You know Aaron and Puglow from Sierra Vista. Plenty fights and smoking weed in the building with you. Tell Shora though Cam gone, yeah, he still with you. I'm writing verses only true, sorta like a scripture. Illuminati want my body, so it's sacrificial. You know I shoot first, Calvin died with his pistol. Laugh now and cry later when we come and get you. St. Louis, the Marcy Projects, we riding with you. Tell Hov, Fit Rock Nation, man, he can't forget you. St. Louis, we making moves, issue. Yeah. I'm feeling it. St. Louis JC, the mixtape. Is you feeling it? What's up, Pagedale? If you're feeling raise your hell in the sky. I'm feeling it from the east to west coast. Yeah, they feeling me. Spread the light, they feeling dark. It's my energy on the real, feeling notorious like B.I.G. Feeling like Tupac Shakur. You can't handle me on the board. We playing chess and you upon to me. One hand over my eyes so I can barely see. Picasso, I paint a picture, you gon' notice me. 9 milli, I let it sing just like Jodeci. Link the link with Mel Love, that's big bro to me. And it's in me, and it's not on me, ain't no hoe in me. I fell in love with hip hop and it's controlling me. I press the brakes on all you haters, you can't roll with me. Peace and love anyway, but still roll the weed. I'm like a Buddha, meditating, let the Christ speak. Looking for my Mary Magdalene, we equal 3. Let's leave the ghetto in the past and build a dynasty. Yeah. Feel the legs pushing up on the stairs. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. Feel the dash to the top of my way. Feel the legs pushing up on the stairs. Feel the high that you get from the line. If you feel it, raise your hell in the sky. Feel the dash to the top
What?
of my way.
That shit is ridiculous, bruh.
Man.
That's man. No, bro. Thank you, man.
That goes back to what we were saying about having bars, man. That's just it.
Yeah, bro. Damn. That's just. I'm kind of speechless right there, man. Thank you for blessing us with that, man. I mean that. Jeez, man.
Man.
Anything you want to ask him, Mark?
What's that?
Anything you want to ask him, Mark?
No. I mean that was a good way to round out the show. That was a killer close right there. That track was.
Well, before we close out, I want to say I need to say I got to give shout outs to Tretch out here in Jersey. I know I should have said that. That brother to me is one of the nastiest. And then also Lady Luck out here in Jersey.
Shout out Lady Luck.
So I gotta give those dudes and individuals nothing but respect and kudos. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for reals. Let me ask you real quick, man. So female artists, like who do you see that's kind of doing their thing?
They doing their thing, man. I mean, you got, Sexy doing her thing. You got Glow doing her thing. But damn, you don't really see too many females really spitting bars like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I think the Remy Ma era kind of over, man. I've been waiting on somebody to come back and but
I got you. I know I got you on who Rage, man. She's still doing it and she's still smashing. Real? And she killing and she knocking anybody who come across her. I want to hear
some of that. Yeah, you got to send me some of that.
Dude, she's ridiculous. I had sent Mark on me, his mouth dropped open. Like
send me some of that.
Yo, she's ridiculous. I mean, right now, I'm gonna give it a Rage, bro. The name fits very well. Because ain't nobody messing with it, and it's on a premiere track, man.
Oh yeah, that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it out.
Right. Yeah, she murders it, bro. She's ridiculous, man. But she don't get the just due she need to get, man.
Yeah, man.
So if you get interview her, that'll be a good situation.
You got her Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, send me the Instagram. I'm gonna tap in.
Yeah, do that. Definitely, I will do that.
For sure. Man,
well, I just want to thank you for coming on the show. I don't want to, cut you off from what you're going to say, but I just want to give you your kudos, brother. Thank you, truly, man, giving us your time for today and hanging out with us.
There is one thing I want to throw in too. Make sure that you let everybody know where they can find you too.
Oh yeah, y'all can follow me. When I fell in love with hip hop on Instagram. When I fell in love with hip hop STL on Instagram. When I fell in love with hip hop on YouTube.com. That's when I fell in love with hip hop on TikTok. When I fell in love with hip hop, everything, man. When I fell in love with hip hop. That's what we trying to keep the world with that frequency of love, man. So we spreading that love with hip hop, man. When I fell in love with hip hop, everything.
Okay, and real quick, what's the realest advice you can give an independent artist trying to come up right now?
Stay consistent. Don't worry about what nobody else say or what nobody else doing for us. Being an artist. Do your thing. What you feel coming out your heart chakra, let that flow. Let the energy flow from that. Don't worry about nothing else. Let your heart flow on the track and get a world what you need to get a world. You know what I'm saying? Everything else gonna fall in place, especially if you doing it out your heart. You know what I'm saying? Don't do it out your mind. Do it out your heart, and then, let it flow.
Oh, no doubt, brother. I appreciate you, man. Truly. Yeah. Isreal Picaso, everybody. As you heard, he just gave you the information. You need to check him out. This dude is phenomenal. He's a ill, right? Ill. I'm telling you, he's ill. And you need to tap in, man. Everybody. All right? Truly, check him out.
You've been listening to the Phire and the Whole podcast. Got an idea for a future episode? Email us at firepodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. And hey, make sure you subscribe on your favorite podcast app so you never miss an episode.